Hey everyone, What If Fan here, bringing you another exciting part of What If Dragon deck user in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. You can find the fanfic title and the original author's name in the description below. Make sure to check it out and show them some love. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Alright, let's jump into it. Chapter 4, Lilybot's here. Carrie and Haru watch in awe along with Yuma, Bronk, and Tori from seeing Timmy at the kitchen going from place to place cooking several things like a pro. That, how? Yuma asked in shock. He cooks. It's something he picked up when his grandmother passed away. Anna admitted. Hearing that, Haru frowned sadly. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. Besides, cooking also serves to help people. Timmy assured with a small smile. They nodded at that. It is a good skill. Tori admitted. Soon Timmy's done with the huge groceries he bought, made a small feast for them with a smile. Okay, dig in everybody. It's incredible. Yuma whispered in awe. Oh, I can't wait to sink my teeth in this. Bronk cried with a smile as they all sat down. Noticing Astral not taking his seat, Timmy asked him, Aren't you gonna join us, Astral? I don't eat anything. Astral admitted to him. Timmy frowned, nodding, Oh, okay. You needn't worry, I'm quite alright. Astral reassured him. Timmy nodding, sitting down while Tori gushed, This stuff's amazing. What are these spices in here? Just some cloves and coriander. Timmy admitted with a soft smile. You could be a chef in your future. Carrie smiled. Timmy chuckled a bit embarrassed as Anna took a bite of the mashed potatoes where she tasted a bit of citrus in them. What did you put in these? She inquired, taking another bite. Some lemon zest, he answered. It tastes amazing. Anna admitted. Yeah, I can eat this all day. Yuma cried, not stopping on his eating. Timmy blushed hearing all the compliments. Soon they're all done with Yuma patting his stomach. Oh man, I never had anything like that in ever. Yeah, I know what you mean, that's some cuisine I never had. Bronk agreed, looking at eased. Hearing that, Timmy asked, You mean you never had American cooking? No, I guess we haven't. Tori admitted. Well, I guess it makes sense, since we're not in America. Timmy admitted. So, what are you going to do now? Carrie asked him. Now, I'm trying to earn some money for Miss Anna. And I think the prize for the World Duel Carnival is money, so that's a good start. Timmy admitted. Oh my, that's rather sweet of you. Haru smiled. Oh, I guess we will see each other then. Timmy blinked, turning to Yuma, who grinned, I'm also a contestant at the World Duel Carnival, and Bronk, and some of my friends are too. We can duel each other there. Oh. Timmy realized before smiling, nodding, Okay, let's all do our best. Oh, Yuma. Tori shook her head with a soft smile. Timmy looks at his watch before standing up, bowing, Thanks for allowing us to eat with you all. But me and Miss Anna have to get back home. You're welcomed any time. Haru smiled gently. With that, they all exited the house, and both Timmy and Anna arrived back at Anna's shack, where Timmy put some of the leftovers they packed in her fridge. Anna suddenly frowned and looked down. Noticing her expression after closing the fridge, Timmy asked, Miss Anna? Are you okay? Why are you doing so much for me? She asked him. I mean, you could just enter the tournament for fun, but you keep saying you're entering to win the prize for me. Timmy only smiled, saying, Well, you're giving me a place to stay, and you didn't left me back there, and helped me find someone to fix my locket. I owe you so much for that. And of course I do enter tournaments to have a good time. Anna nodded before closing her eyes. That makes sense. Plus. He takes her hands, looking up to her before saying, You're also someone who I have new types of feelings for. Her eyes shot open. What do you mean? Well. How can I explain it? He asked a bit nervously before saying, Well. I had new feelings to you that I never felt before. Like a constant need to protect you. Making sure you're alright. And sometimes even a skip of a heartbeat. Anna gasped hearing that before slowly putting her hand on his chest. Huh? Timmy blinked at this. She felt a few beats before feeling a skipped beat. That? Anna started before frowning. Those feelings are wrong. I know it isn't easy, but you should try to ignore them. Huh? But why though? Timmy asked, confused. It's not good to have those kinds of feelings. Anna explained. Especially when someone doesn't reciprocate. Well, can you tell me what these feelings are? He asked her. You're too young. Anna answered quietly. Huh? What did you say? He asked her, not hearing it. You're too young to talk about that. Anna told him. Too young? Timmy asked before saying, but I'm 10. And that's too young. Anna repeated. Now frowning, he started to beg, Miss Anna. Please tell me what these feelings are. Anna frowned and looked away to avoid meeting his gaze. I already told you, you're too young. He hugged her deep, which caught her by surprise. Timmy. Anna whispered before frowning as she embraced him. It's love. Love, he asked, a different kind than what I had for Grandma? Well, yes. Anna nodded before sighing. I love someone and want to marry them kind of love. Timmy blinked, thinking about his parents before he looked down before smiling to her. Well, if that's that, then I love you, Miss Anna. Anna frowned at that. No, you don't, you're too young to have those feelings for anybody. But if that's true, then why do I have them? Timmy asked her. Anna looked down. I don't know. Maybe it's 'cause I really do feel this way? Timmy suggested. Do you even know what you're saying? Anna asked him. This isn't like loving your grandma, it's complicated and difficult. I think I get the idea. Timmy takes her face in his hands, staring at her with his purest blue eyes. I seen some people do this. He closed his eyes, kissing her forehead. Anna's eyes widened before swallowing nervously. That's not quite right. Timmy blinked, asking, did I kiss the wrong spot? Well, no, but this kind of love is more like this. Anna answered before gently giving him a small kiss on the lips. Timmy froze a little from this staring before he said, that was wonderful. Anna just smiled softly, only to close her eyes. Well, now you know what to do when you're a little older and find someone you love. But I already found that person, Miss Anna, he told her. She just shook her head. Why not? He asked her. You can't have those feelings for me. Anna softly explained. I'm too old and you're too young. But love in different ages usually leads to between 4 years back where I'm from. Timmy admitted to her. But the people are both older, right? The older you are, the less 4 years means. Anna explained. 4 years is nearly half your life. I kinda meant the age difference thing. I mean, I know one guy marrying a woman who's 2 years older than him. Timmy said to him before taking her hand, and I truly do love you, Miss Anna. Timmy, Anna started before looking down. I love someone else. Yuma. Oh. Is that it? Timmy asked, hearing that. She nodded. I'm sorry. He just smiled, shaking his head. I'm all right. You should tell him. Hearing that, Anna nodded. But I will earn the money for you, Timmy told her. Her eyes widened at that before gently hugging him. Thank you, you're very sweet. He hugged her back at this before they washed up, getting ready for bed as Timmy lay down snuggling close to Anna in his new PJs. She stared at him before sadly closing her own eyes and falling asleep. Timmy was watching as she fell asleep before falling asleep herself. The next day. Was Yuma's reaction after Anna finally confessed to him. It's true, ever since we were kids. Anna told him. I really don't remember us being like that in those old days. Yuma admitted to her, raising his hands in defense. What? Anna questioned in shock. From what I know about you back then, you had always been pranking this one kid, and we never got together for anything. Yuma mentioned to her. Hearing that, Tori gave thought. Now that I think about it, who she was pranking has a name similar to you, Yuma. Yuya Tsukun. Anna blinked before rubbing her head in embarrassment. Yuya Tsukun, oh yeah, sorry, I must have mixed it up. Well, where's Yuya? Timmy asked them. Yuma shrugged, don't know. Me and Tori haven't seen that crybaby for a long time. He might have moved on somewhere else. I thought you and her are together yourselves. Tori admitted to him. He shook his head. She explained to me she has feelings for someone else, and I want to help her share those feelings. Except she was wrong and doesn't have those feelings for Yuma, she has them for Yuya, who moved away. Tori mentioned. Timmy turned to Anna asking, what now, Miss Anna? She just looked unsure and a bit confused. He softly takes her hand, smiling. I don't know what Mr. Tsukun is like, but I'll try my best to be with you like he does. Timmy. Anna whispered before blushing and hugging him. A few days later. Timmy so far had been figuring out how to act like a boyfriend to Anna, but still doesn't have the slightest clue. He figures to ask Anna how to, but thinks she wouldn't be happy if he does so, which is why he's trying to find out himself. His dual gazer started ringing, which he looked over, answering. Hello? Hey, Timmy, asked a familiar voice. Are you busy? Oh, hey, Yuma. No, I'm okay. What is it? Timmy asked him. Can you come over? There's this really cool dueling robot you can see. Yuma mentioned. Dueling robot? Timmy asked. Curiosity won him over, so he headed over, arriving at the Tsukumo residence where Bronk, Tori, and Yuma are waiting with a round-like robot that Timmy sometimes sees around Heartland that's blue at the head, yellow at the middle, and beige at the bottom with a face, and two like round cylinders like ears, with Tori's hair ribbon on the left with her arms on the beige-colored part. Yuma noticed him cause he cried, hey, he's here. They all turned as Timmy smiled, waving. You said something about a dueling robot? Yeah, this is Lilybot. Tori smiled. Timmy looked over, seeing the robot as he looks around her while the robot tracks how he moves. Huh, I never seen a dueling robot like you. What kind of robot are you? Litterbot, the robot known as Lilybot, answered with its eyes glowing as it spoke in a female voice. Litterbot? So you take out the trash? Timmy asked, blinking before chuckling, covering his mouth. Confused Bronk asked him, what's so funny? Her job is taking out the trash, and since she duels it's like she's literally taking out the trash when she beats her opponents. Timmy explained with a small laugh. Yuma and Bronk glared at him as he said that. Tori chuckled herself, yeah, that is a little funny. She just schooled Bronk and Yuma before you got here. Thanks for that, Tori, ha ha ha. Yuma said sarcastically, crossing his arms with a pout. He then shakes his head, telling Timmy, anyway, we think with how strong you are with all those different summons, and something totally new, we think Lilybot will be a good opponent against you. Really? Timmy looked to Lilybot before smiling, asking, well, Miss Lilybot, would you like to duel me? Duel. Duel. A dual disc popped out of a compartment, arming itself on her arm. Timmy smiled at this, saying, I guess that's a yes. Okay, dual gazer, let's roll. Yuma cried with a grin for another duel. Duel. Dueling theme, Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park. Timmy, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Lilybot, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Let the duel commence. Timmy smiled to Lilybot, okay, ladies first. Lilybot, first turn. My turn. Lilybot called before taking a card from her hand. Activate continuous spell, Wind Up Factory. Face up. Wind Up Factory. Continuous spell card. Once per turn, if an effect of a wind-up monster is activated, except during the damage step, you can add one level 4 or lower wind-up monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, when the effective wind-up monster is activated, I can add one level 4 or lower wind-up to my hand from the deck. Hearing the name of the deck, Timmy blinked. Wind-up? Oh, this will be tough. You know that deck? Bronk asked. Timmy nodded. It's a deck that focuses on XYZ summoning. And not only that, all of the monsters from the deck can only their effects one time while on the field. Yeah, we know. Yuma frowned. Lilybot takes a second card, calling, activating spell card, double summon. Double summon. Normal spell card. You can conduct 2 normal summons/sets this turn, not just one. I can make 2 normal summons for this one turn. First normal summon, Wind Up Magician attack mode. What rose up was a toy-like spellcaster having a gold wind-up key at his back, holding a staff while having a gray and white robe on. Attack position. Wind Up Magician. Fire. Level 4. Spellcaster/effect. ATK, 600. Def, 1800. If the effect of a wind-up monster is activated, except Wind-Up Magician, you can special summon one level 4 or lower wind-up monster from your deck in face-up defense position. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Now, Wind-Up Shark's effect activates in hand. As Wind-Up is normal or special summoned, Wind-Up Shark can be summoned. At that, a toy blue shark rose up growling with the same key Magician has. Attack position. Wind Up Shark. Water. Level 4. Fish/effect. ATK, 1500. Def, 1300. When a wind-up monster is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Increase this card's level by 1 until the end phase. Reduce this card's level by 1 until the end phase. Effective Wind-Up Factory, and Magician activates. Magician resolves first. I summon one wind-up monster from my deck that's level 4 or lower in defense mode. Magician meditated on the field as its key spin like it's powering it up. I summon Wind-Up Solider. A green armored like toy warrior with its head shaped as a magnet rose up. Defense position. Wind-Up Soldier. Earth. Level 4. Warrior/effect. ATK, 1800. Def, 1200. During your main phase, you can increase this card's level by 1 and ATK by 400 until the end phase. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Then effective Wind-Up Factory adds Wind-Up Dog to hand. Lilybot adds the card before calling. Double summons effect, make a second normal summon. Summon Wind-Up Dog. What ran on the field was a purple toy dog with the same key barking. Attack position. Wind-Up Dog. Earth. Level 3. Beast/effect. ATK, 1200. Def, 900. During your main phase, you can increase this card's level by 2 and ATK by 600 until the end phase. This effect can be used only once while this card is face-up on the field. She's doing it again. Yuma frowned. Effective Shark. Increase level by 1. Shark's key winded up as she said that. Shark, LV, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Dog's effect. Increase level by 2, and attack points by 600. Dog's key winded as it barked growling. Dog, LV, 3 plus 2 equals 5/ATK, 1200 plus 600 is equal to 1800. 2 level 4s, and level 5s each? Timmy asked, shocked. Lilybot called, I shall now form 2 overlay networks with these 4 monsters. Dog and Shark flew into the left overlay network while Soldier and Magician entered the right. IXYZ summon. Wind-Up Zenmeister and Wind-Up Arsenal Zenmayo. First, what rose was a carrier robot with 4 rocket-like legs to make it airborne, and having a blade on its shoulders with 2 large hands. Attack position. Wind-Up Zenmeister. Earth. Rank 4. Machine effect XYZ. ATK, 1900. Def, 1500. 2 level 4 monsters. This card gains 300 ATK for each XYZ material attached to this card. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card to target one face-up monster you control. Change that face-up monster to face-down defense position, and if you do, during the end phase of this turn, change it to face-up attack position. Oru, 2. And the second was another humanoid robot having a drill as a hand looking large and tough with strong durable armor in place, and a crusher as its other hand. Attack position. Wind up arsenals and Mayo. Earth. Rank 5. Machine effect XYZ. ATK, 2600. Def, 1900. 2 level 5 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card to target 2 set cards on the field, destroy them. Oru, 2. Due to the effect of Zenmeister, it gains 300 attack points for every overlay unit. Zenmeister, ATK, 1900 plus, 300 by 2, equals 2500. 2 XYZ monsters on a single turn. Timmy trailed off in awe. This might be too much even for Timmy. Bronk admitted. Lilybot takes the last card in her hand, placing it down. I place one card face down, and end my turn. Lilybot's hand, 0/field, wind up Zenmeister, attack position /ATK, 2500/ORU, 2, wind up Arsenal Zenmayo, attack position /ORU, 2, wind up Factory, face up, 1 set card. Timmy first turn. Okay, I never seen the wind-ups taken to this level. Timmy admitted before smiling, still this might be fun. Okay, I draw. He drew looking before taking a card in his hand, saying, first off, I'll be activating the spell, Dragon Scale Archiving. The spell shows a female purple-scaled dragon librarian having on a yellow cloak was researching on what looks like a scale of Dark Rebellion. Face up. Dragon Scale Archiving. Continuous spell card. When this card activates, place 2 Dragon Archiver monsters with different names from your deck in your pendulum zones. For the rest of this turn after this effect resolves, you can only special summon once. Once per turn, when a Dragon Archiver monster on the field activates its effect, the player that activated that monster's effect gains 1000 LP. You can only control one Dragon Scale Archiving. So now when this spell activates, I get to set a pendulum scale. Timmy explained. Awesome, that's a powerful start. Yuma grinned. Taking 2 cards from his deck, Timmy called, so now, I use Scale 6 Dragon Archiver, Ustuzel, and Scale 2 Dragon Archiver, Loki to set the pendulum scale. He placed the scale as the 2 rows up. Pendulum. Dragon Archiver, Loki. Dark. Level 3. Pendulum Scale, 2. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK, 1200. Def, 200. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. Once per turn, if your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver monster, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. Monster Effect. Once per turn, during your main phase, if you summon a monster, activate this effect, decrease or increase this card's level by 1. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can draw 1 card. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Loki once per turn. Pendulum. Dragon Archiver Ustuzel. Dark. Level 4. Pendulum Scale, 6. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 1400. Def, 1100. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field gain 300 ATK. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a Dragon Archiver monster, you can destroy 1 spell/trap they control. Monster Effect, once per turn, during the end phase, banish 1 card from your opponent's GY. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can target 1 level 4 or higher monster your opponent controls, negate its effects. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Ustuzel once per turn. Pendulum? Lilybot asked, seeing that. Yeah. Take a look here. Timmy smiled before calling, with my scale set, I can summon level 3 from 5 monsters all at the same time. Dragon sorcerers built on the ancient archive. Grant us your boon on your wisdom. Pendulum summon. Come my monsters. The pendulum portal opened, shooting 3 lights disforming. Alright, Dragon Archiver, Renotu. The same dragon on Dragon Scale Archive rose up readying some spells. Attack position. Dragon Archiver, Renotu. Dark. Level 3. Pendulum Scale, 8. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 1400. Def, 500. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster you control is targeted by an opponent's attack, you can target the attacking monster, negate the attack. Monster Effect. Once per turn, if take battle or effect damage, inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can make that summoned monster gain 1000 ATK. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Renotu once per turn. Dragon Archiver Galissimo. Galissimo rose up kneeling to defend. Defense position. Dragon Archiver Galissimo. Wind. Level 3. Pendulum Scale, 1. Dragon Pendulum Tuner Effect. ATK, 1200. Def, 0. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, you can target one Dragon Archiver monster in your GY. Special summon that target in defense position to your opponent's side of the field, but during the end phase, shuffle it into your deck. Monster Effect. Once per turn, during your standby phase while you control this face-up card, add one monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can target up to 2 cards in your GY, shuffle them into the deck, and if you do, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the GY. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Galissimo once per turn. And finally Dragon Archiver Fatrillion. Another dragon librarian that is a purple-scaled male dragon with a scar on his eye while wearing a grey librarian robe rose up. Attack position. Dragon Archiver Fatrillion. Wind. Level 5. Pendulum Scale, 6. Dragon Pendulum Tuner Effect. ATK, 2100. Def, 2000. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one Dragon Archiver monster in your GY, add that target to your hand. Monster Effect. Once per turn, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, activate this effect, negate the effects of that monster. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can target one monster you control, that target cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Fatrillion once per turn. Awesome, 3 monsters at once. Bronk grinned. Yeah, but he can't play any of his dragons with them. Torai pointed out. Since Astuzel is in a pendulum zone, all Dragon Archivers gain 300 points. Dragon Archiver Fatrillion ATK 2100 plus 300 is equal to 2400. Dragon Archiver Galissimo ATK 1200 plus 300 is equal to 1500. Dragon Archiver Renotu ATK 1400 plus 300 is equal to 1700. Timmy looked at his remaining 2 cards in his hand before placing them down. I placed 2 cards face down. Your turn, Lilybot. Wait, that's all he's doing now? Yuma asked, confused. I guess it is. Bronk nodded. Timmy's hand, 0/field, Dragon Archiver, Tiloki, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Astuzel, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Renotu, Attack Position /ATK, 1700, Dragon Archiver, Galissimo, Defense Position /ATK, 1500, Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, Attack Position /ATK, 2400, Dragon Scale Archiving, Face Up, 2 set cards. Timmy, 4000. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver, Toloki, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Ustuzal, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Renotu, Attack Position /ATK, 1700, Dragon Archiver, Galissimo, Defense Position /ATK, 1500, Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, Attack Position /ATK, 2400, Dragon Scale Archiving, Face Up, 2 set cards. Lilybot, 4000. Hand, 0. Field, Wind Up Zenmeister, Attack Position /ATK, 2500 /ORU, 2, Wind Up Arsenal Zenmeo, Attack Position /ORU, 2, Wind Up Factory, Face Up, 1 set card. Lilybot second turn. My turn, I draw. Lilybot called her body rotating fast as she draws. I activate the effect of Arsenal Zenmeo. By using one overlay unit, I can destroy 2 set cards on the field. What? Timmy asked, surprised. Zenmeo takes a unit in its drill arm. ORU, 2-1, it then jumped up thrusting its drill on Timmy 2 set cards, revealing them to be traps, one of which is Magic Cylinder Shattering. Not good, that card would have been a huge help. Bronk admitted. And now Wind Up Factory's effect activates. Lilybot called as her spell glowed while a card ejected out of her deck, which she added, add the monster card, Wind Up Knight to hand. Then summon Wind Up Knight. What rose up in place was a toy knight that has a small sword and shield with white armor paint on. Attack position. Wind Up Knight. Light. Level 4. Warrior / effect. ATK, 1800. Def, 1200. When a face-up wind-up monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. And now battle, Wind-Up Zenmeister attacks Dragon Archiver, Renotu. Zenmeister charged in, striking Renotu with its fists while Timmy braced. Timmy, 3200 /hand, 0. That was before Timmy called, while I have an effect of my own. Before it goes, Renotu's mandatory effect allows me to give you the same damage you just dealt. Renotu emerged from the graveyard portal firing a dark spell at Lilybot, striking it down. Lilybot, 3200 /hand, 1, Timmy then called, then Dragon Scale Archiving gives me 1000 points since I used the effect of a Dragon Archiver. He glowed, healing up. Timmy, 4200 /hand, 0. Awesome. Yuma grinned. Lilybot didn't stop her assault though. Arsenal Zenmeo attacks Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion. Arsenal Zenmeo charged in, striking his drill hand at Fatrillion, destroying her while Timmy watched. Timmy, 4000 /hand, 0, and now Wind Up Knight attacks Dragon Archiver, Galissimo. Knight charged, stabbing Galissimo before jumping back when Galissimo was destroyed, but since he was in defense, Timmy doesn't take any damage this time. Normally I'd say this is a bad position, but with Timmy it might not be. Bronk admitted. Lilybot ended her turn, I end my turn. Lilybot's hand, 1 /field, Wind Up Zenmeister, Attack Position /ATK, 2500 /ORU, 2, Wind Up Arsenal Zenmeo, Attack Position /ORU, 1, Wind Up Factory, Face Up, 1 set card. Timmy second turn. Okay, I draw. Timmy called drawing before calling, and I pendulum summon. Come back again, guys. The 3 destroyed Dragon Archivers rose up again. Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, Attack Position /ATK, 2100 plus 300 is equal to 2400. Dragon Archiver, Galissimo, Attack Position /ATK, 1200 plus 300 is equal to 1500. Dragon Archiver, Renotu, Attack Position /ATK, 1400 plus 300 is equal to 1700. How did you bring monsters back from the graveyard? Lilybot asked in confusion. I didn't. Timmy explained before saying, pendulum monsters go to the extra deck instead of the graveyard from the field. Yup, so they're never gone for long. It's part of why Timmy's so strong. Yuma mentioned. Timmy then said, plus, I also have this. I tune level 3 Galissimo with level 3 Renotu. The 2 flew up while Galissimo turned to 3 rings while Renotu turned to 3 stars, synchronizing. LV, 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Huh, but his dragon is level 7, right? Torai asked. Yeah, does that mean he has another one? Bronk inquired. The archives of the dragons focus on studying flames of the king. And now the dragon that sleeps in creation will now charge in. Synchro summon. Level 6, Red Wyvern. From there what shot forward was a red-scaled dragon that has a flaming mane with huge flaming wings roaring loud. Attack position. Red Wyvern. Fire. Level 6. Dragon Effect Synchro. ATK, 2400. Def, 2000. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. During either player's turn, if a monster with higher ATK than this Synchro Summon card is on the field, you can destroy the one face-up monster on the field that has the highest ATK, your choice, if tied. This effect can only be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Not enough. Yuma frowned. It's 100 points short. Well, now both Galissimo and Renota's effects activates. Red Wyvern gains 1000 points. Timmy called as Red Wyvern powered up roaring. Red Wyvern, ATK, 2400 plus 1000 is equal to 3400. Then Galissimo takes my 2 set cards she destroyed, and placed them back in my deck, but my 2 top cards are sent in their place. Timmy said sending 2 cards before adding, then Dragon Scale archiving gives me 1000 more points. Timmy, 5000/hand, 1. Amazing. Torai whispered seeing that. Well, I can't use Red Vern's ability since its points are now higher. Oh well, no big deal. Timmy thought before calling, alright, Red Wyvern attack wind up Arsenal Zenmeo with King's Flame. Red Wyvern charged a Fire Blast at the stronger XYZ monster, but Lilybot called, wind up Knight's effect activates. Once on the field, it negates an attack aimed at a wind up. Knight jumped, forming a barrier with his shield blocking the flames, which stops it while Timmy grunted while Lilybot added, effective wind up factory activates. Add monster card, wind up hunter to hand. She shows the card before Timmy decided, alright then. Fatrillion attack wind up Knight. Fatrillion charged an attack before he called, and Fatrillion's mandatory effect negates Knight's effects. Lilybot had another counter in place, activating trap card, Zenmei. A trap appeared on the field. Face up. Zenmei. Continuous trap card. Once per turn, you can target one machine-type XYZ monster you control, attach one wind-up monster from your hand or field to that monster as an XYZ material. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard, then target one wind-up XYZ monster you control, special summon, from your extra deck, one wind-up monster that is one rank higher than that target, by using that target as XYZ material. This special summon is treated as an XYZ summon. XYZ materials attached to it also become XYZ materials on the summoned monster. You cannot activate these effects in the same chain. Effective Zenmei places Knight as one of Zenmeister's overlay units. Knight Flu attaching itself on Zenmeister, ORU, 2-3, effective Zenmeister gains 300 attack points. Zenmeister, ATK, 2500 plus 300 is equal to 2800. Not good. Yuma frowned. Timmy grunted looking at a card in his hand before placing it down, I end my turn. Timmy's hand, 0/field, Dragon Archiver, Toloki, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Ustazil, Pendulum, Red Wyvern, Attack Position /ATK, 3400, Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, Attack Position /ATK, 2400, Dragon Scale Archiving, Face Up. 1 set card. Timmy, 5000. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver, Toloki, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Ustazil, Pendulum, Red Wyvern, Attack Position /ATK, 3400, Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, Attack Position /ATK, 2400, Dragon Scale Archiving, Face Up, 1 set card. Lilybot, 3200. Hand, 2. Field, Wind Up Zenmeister, Attack Position /ATK, 2800 /ORU, 3, Wind Up Arsenal Zenmeo, Attack Position /ORU, 1, Wind Up Factory, Face Up, Zenmei, Face Up. Lilybot third turn. My turn draw. Lilybot called drawing before calling, I activate Book of Moon. Book of Moon. Quick play spell card. Target one face-up monster on the field, change the target to face-down defense position. Red Wyvern flips face-down. Timmy watched in shock as his synchro monster was forced face-down. Red Wyvern, set face-down. Arsenal's and Mayo's effect activates. Use one overlay unit destroy up to 2 set cards on the field. Both the face-down Red Wyvern and his set card were both destroyed again. Arsenal's and Mayo, ORU, 1-0. No way. Torai whispered in disbelief. Wind-up Factory's effect activates. Lilybot called adding a card, add monster card, wind-up rabbit to hand. Taking another card she called, activating spell card, Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn. Normal spell card. Target one monster in either GY, special summon it. Special summon, wind-up shark from graveyard. Shark rise up again growling. Wind-up shark, attack position. Then normal summon, wind-up rabbit. Lilybot called as a toy brown rabbit rose up hopping. Attack position. Wind-up rabbit. Earth. Level 3. Beast Warrior / effect. ATK, 1400. Def, 600. During either player's turn, you can target one wind-up monster you control, banish it until your next standby phase. This effect can be used only once while this card is face-up on the field. Effective wind-up shark level goes down by 1. Lilybot continued as Shark's key winded up. Wind-up shark, LV, for -1 is equal to 3. Timmy, I think you're about to lose. Bronk admitted. Timmy only watched before Lilybot raised her arm up, level 3 shark, and rabbit overlay. The two flew up entering the overlay network as Lilybot called, XYZ summon. Wind-up Zenmains. From that what rose behind her was another XYZ monster. A toy floating robot that has 2 large claws with soldier's head as its head, and 2 lift-like arms for its claws, and huge armor. Attack position. Wind-up Zenmains. Fire. Rank 3. Machine effect XYZ. ATK, 1500. Def, 2100. 2 level 3 monsters. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can detach one XYZ material from this card instead. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this effect was used this turn, target one card on the field, destroy it. Oru, 2. 3 XYZ monsters. Yuma cried in shock. Lilybot then called, battle. Wind-up Arsenal Zenmayo attacks Fatrillion. Arsenal Zenmayo charged in striking Fatrillion as Timmy briefly winced. Timmy, 4800/hand, 0. Wind-up Zenmeister attacks directly. Zenmeister charged in attacking with one robotic fist striking Timmy. Timmy, 2000/hand, 0. Wind-up Zenmains attacks directly. The newest XYZ charged firing small cannons striking Timmy hard. Timmy, 0500/hand, 0. Tim, if you've got a way out of this, now's the time to use it. Bronk mentioned. Timmy was knelling before standing up breathing as Lilybot then said, turn end. Lilybot's hand, 1/field, wind-up Zenmeister, attack position /ATK, 2800/ORU, 3, wind-up Arsenal Zenmayo, attack position, wind-up Zenmaze, attack position /ORU, 2, wind-up Factory, face-up, Zenmayday, face-up. Timmy third turn. Timmy breathed before he gave a soft smile, I never have an opponent like Lilybot. You're really tough. Thank you. Lilybot replied happily. Timmy then grinned, but I won't let you beat me that easily. Drawl he drew looking before smiling calling, I activate XYZ treasure. A spell showing pirates in a graveyard finding a treasure chest full of glowing gems appeared on the field. XYZ treasure. Normal spell card. Draw one card for each face-up XYZ monster on the field. For every XYZ monster on the field, I get to draw a card. There are 3, so I get to draw 3 cards. Timmy called drawing 3 cards. That'll definitely help, and do you guys think he'll do that? Yuma asked. Oh. You mean what Carrie found? Bronk asked him. At this point, that might be his only option left. Torai admitted. Timmy looked before calling, I pendulum summon again. The three Dragon Archivers appeared again on the field. Dragon Archiver, Fatrillion, attack position /ATK, 2100 plus 300 is equal to 2400. Dragon Archiver, Galissimo, attack position /ATK, 1200 plus 300 is equal to 1500. Dragon Archiver, Renotu, attack position /ATK, 1400 plus 300 is equal to 1700. And then I activate Archiver Ritual. Timmy called, raising a card up showing it's a Stuzzle doing forbidden experiments on a small dragon librarian with tomes in hand. Archiver Ritual. Ritual spell card. This card can be used to ritual summon any dragon ritual monster. You must also tribute Dragon Archiver monsters from either player's field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. If your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver they control while you control a monster special summon from the extra deck using a Dragon Archiver monster as material, you can add this card from your GY to your hand. You can only activate this effect of Archiver Ritual once per turn. Awesome! Yuma grinned. This card allows me to ritual summon a dragon from my hand by using Dragon Archivers from either our fields. Timmy called before calling, I sacrifice both Galissimo and Fatrillion. The two flew up being sacrificed together while Timmy spread his arms again. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the imagination. And now the dragon that sleeps in the agony will now show all there must be hell to pay. Ritual Summon. Level 8, Amorphactor Pain, the Imagination Recoverlord. What rose up from there was a huge dragon-like hybrid. The dragon has red eyes with huge blackened wings with on his back before the upper body of a dragonic man having bat wings, long flowing gray hair, dragon scale armor, and having a smirk. Attack position. Amorphactor Pain, the Imagination Recoverlord. Earth. Level 8. Dragon Effect Ritual. ATK, 2950. Def, 2500. You can ritual summon this card with Amorphous Persona. If this card is ritual summoned, your opponent skips their next main phase 1. Negate the effects of face-up fusion, synchro, and XYZ monsters while they are on the field. If this card is sent from the field to the GY, you can add one Recoverlord monster from your deck to your hand, except Amorphactor Pain, the Imagination Recoverlord. That thing has nearly 3000 attack points. Yuma cried in shock. And while it's on the field, the effects of all fusion, synchro, and XYZ monsters are all negated. Lilybot watched as all three of her XYZ monsters shorted out. Wind Up Arsenal Zenmeo, effects negated. Wind Up Zenmeister, effects negated /ATK, 2800, 300 by 3, equals 1900. Wind Up Zen Mains, effects negated. It can negate XYZ monsters' abilities too? Torai asked, seeing that. Timmy then added, and since I successfully ritual summoned her, your main phase 1 next turn is skipped. Everyone just looked shocked hearing that. And then both Galissimo places Red Wyvern back to my deck in exchange for my top card. He shuffled his Synchro Dragon while sending the card, and added, then Fatrillion makes Amorphactor Pain indestructible to your effects. Amorphactor Pain cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Seeing that, Yuma frowned. Astral, do you think Tommy could beat him? Astral, who was quietly spectating the duel, answered, I'm honestly not sure. His skills are remarkable, but there is that galaxy eyes that he should watch out for. Timmy, 1500/hand, 1. Timmy then called, and then, I activate Megamorph. A spell showing an ancient round stone slab. Equipped to Amorphactor Pain. Megamorph. Equip spell card. While your LP is lower than your opponent's, the equipped monster's ATK becomes double its original ATK. While your LP is higher, the equipped monster's ATK becomes half its original ATK. Amorphactor Pain, equipped with Megamorph/ATK, 2950 times 2 is equal to 5900. 5900. Bronk cried in shock. Just one. Torai whispered. Timmy raised his arm. All right, Amorphactor Pain. Attack wind up Zenmeister with Amorphous Persona. The dragon charged a huge blast, firing it at Zenmeister, incinerating it, and striking Lilybot. Timmy, 1500. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver, Toloki, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Ustuzal, Pendulum, Amorphactor Pain. The Imagination Recoverlord, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects / equipped with Megamorph. Dragon Archiver, Renotu, attack position / ATK, 1700, Dragon Scale Archiving, face up, Megamorph, equipped to Amorphactor Pain. The Imagination Recoverlord. Lilybot, 0000. Hand, 1. Field, wind up Arsenal Zenmeo, attack position / effects negated, wind up Zenmaze, attack position / effects negated / ORU, 2, wind up Factory, face up, Zenmaide, face up. Timmy wins. That was amazing. Bronk grinned. Ah! How come he beat her when we couldn't? Yuma yelled, crossing his arms. Timmy rubbed his head before walking over, asking Lilybot, "You okay, miss?" "Yes, thank you for the match," she answered. Timmy only smiled, saying, "No thank you." He turned, bowing to Yuma, "Thanks for inviting me over to duel her, Yuma. She's a amazing opponent." "Any time." Yuma smiled back. Chapter 5, Date Night. Flashback. "Ha? You want us to give you advice for a date?" was Yuma's asked question a few hours after Timmy's duel with Lilybot, where he asked Yuma, Tori, and Bronk a question about what to do on dates. "Well, I mean, I never been on a date before, but I know that good boyfriends are supposed to take their girlfriends out on those, right?" Timmy asked, nervous. "Well, that's true." Torai nodded. "But well, we're not exactly the right people for advice on that," Bronk admitted. Carrie, while filing a news report, looked over. "I got an idea. Why not you have a match with her?" "A match? Like a duel?" Timmy asked, hearing that. "That doesn't sound very romantic," Torai admitted. "Well, it's pretty much the only thing I got right now," Timmy said, standing up before bowing. "Thanks for helping anyway." "Well, how could you make that romantic?" Bronk asked Timmy. "I mean, beating her in a match sounds kind of mean, right?" "You're making that sound like I'm beating her," he admitted, looking down. "That's not what I meant, but you feel bad when you lose a duel, right?" Bronk explained. "Maybe there's a way to make the duel less. I don't know, make it so losing isn't a big deal no matter what happens. Dueling isn't it even supposed to make losers feel bad?" Timmy pointed out before noticing outside is a starry sky before he widened his eyes. "Oh, now I know how. I gotta go, thanks again." He ran out of the house. The three of them exchanged a look before just shrugging. Flashback end. Timmy was running back to Anna's shack. "I hope I didn't made Anna mad by making her wait. She might be back home by now worrying where I'm gone." Anna was outside before noticing him and smiling. Sorry, I'd made you worry," Timmy said, stopping to catch a breath with his hands on his knees. "Catch your breath, I wasn't worried. I knew where you were," she told him. "You do?" He looked up to her. "Yeah." Anna nodded. Timmy stood up before saying, "Well, do you want to go on a date?" "A date?" Anna repeated before blushing slightly. "Oh, what kind?" "Well." Timmy looked up. She just waited patiently to hear what he had in mind. "A duel. Under the stars," Timmy told her. Anna's eyes widened. Wow, that sounds really romantic actually." Timmy smiled, looking back to her. "You really think so?" "Yeah, I do." Anna smiled. "But I'm not holding back against you." He nodded as they prepare for a match. Duel. Dueling theme, suffer by New Year's Day. Timmy, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Anna, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Let the duel commence. Do you want to go first? Anna asked. My deck is, well, it doesn't exactly hold back. I'll go first. Timmy smiled to her. All right. Anna nodded with a smile. Timmy first turn. Timmy looked at his hand before saying, all right, I'll use the spell, Marketing Archive. The spell appeared showing Yggdrasil checking out spells books for a dark magician. Marketing Archive. Normal spell card. If you control no monsters, special summon one level 4 or lower Dragon Archiver monster from your deck in defense position to either player's field. If your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver monster while this card is in your GY, you can banish one card from your GY, add one Dragon Ritual monster, or one Archiver Ritual from your deck or GY to your hand. You can only activate this effect of Marketing Archive once per turn. Since there are no monsters, I can summon a Dragon Archiver to either side of our fields. Timmy explained. Anna nodded at that. All right then. Timmy searched his deck until he finds the card he wants, calling, I summon Dragon Archiver, Tuloki to my side. At that, Tuloki rose on his field in defense. Defense position. Dragon Archiver, Tuloki. Dark. Level 3. Pendulum Scale, 2. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK, 1200. Def, 200. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. Once per turn, if your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver monster, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card. Monster Effect, once per turn, during your main phase if you summon a monster, activate this effect, decrease or increase this card's level by 1. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can draw 1 card. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver, Tuloki once per turn. Anna nodded, seeing the monster. Then, I summon Yggdrasil from my hand. Timmy called as Yggdrasil rose up, readying. Attack position. Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil. Wind. Level 4. Pendulum Scale, 7. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 1500. Def, 800. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters on the field gain 300 ATK. Once per turn, if your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver monster, you can change the effect to where it's as if you activated that effect instead. Monster Effect. Once per turn, at the start of your battle phase, target one monster you control. That monster gains 1000 ATK until the end of the battle phase. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dragon Archiver monster from your deck to either player's field in defense position. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil once per turn. Gesturing his arm to Tuloki, he added, then Tuloki's mandatory effect changes his level to up or down by 1. I pick for him to go up by 1 level. Tuloki, LV, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. What are you planning? Anna asked curiously. This Anna. I overlay level 4 Tuloki and Yggdrasil. The two glowed, flying up to the overlay network. Anna smiled only to glance at her hand and frown, which Timmy didn't notice. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the ancient crystals. And now the dragon that sleeps in the high aptitude of stone can show its ferocious might. XYZ Summon. Rank 4, Kachi Kochi Dragon. What rose up was a huge grey stone dragon with the stones shaped as diamonds around its body, roaring. Attack position. Kachi Kochi Dragon. Earth. Rank 4. Dragon Effect XYZ. ATK, 2100. Def, 1300. 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. It can make a second attack in a row. Oru, 2. Anna looked at the monster. That's a pretty strong monster. When Kachi Kochi Dragon destroys your monster, I can use an overlay unit to have it attack a second time. Timmy explained. 2,100 points and it can attack twice? Anna asked in surprise. Wow. Since Toloki was used to summon a dragon, I draw a card. Timmy drew before he added, then, Yggdrasil allows me to summon another Dragon Archiver from my deck that's level 4 or lower to either our fields. Anna's eyes widened more at that. And I picked to summon Dragon Archiver Williamston to your side. A purple-scaled yellow-robed dragon librarian appeared on Anna's field in defense. Defense position. Dragon Archiver Williamston. Dark. Level 1. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK 100. Def 1300. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can draw one card. Monster Effect. Once per turn, during your draw phase, special summon one monster from your hand, but negate its effects. Also, this card's level becomes the same level as that monster. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Williamston once per turn. Seeing the monster, Anna frowned. There goes that idea. I place one card down and end my turn. Timmy ended his turn, and when you draw Williamston's effect will go off where you must summon any monster from your field, and then Williamston becomes the same level as what you summon. Timmy's hand, 3/field, Kachi Kochi Dragon, attack position /ORU, 2, 1 set card. Anna first turn. Anna drew her card only to frown. Why would you give me a monster with an effect that powerful? Well, I am still seeing what my deck can do, and my deck focuses on giving effects for my opponent to use for my benefits. Timmy explained, which makes sense on Timmy's part since his deck revolves around his opponents being forced to his monster's mandatory effects. In that case, I'll summon my Super Express Bullet Train in attack mode. Anna mentioned as a huge train rolled in the field. Attack position. Effects negated. Super Express Bullet Train. Earth. Level 10. Machine. ATK 3000. Def 0. Cannot declare an attack unless you send two other cards you control to the GY. You can only use each of these effects of Super Express Bullet Train once per turn. If all monsters you control are Earth machines, -1 you can special summon this card from your hand. During the end phase, if this card is in the GY because it was sent there this turn, you can target one machine monster in your GY, except Super Express Bullet Train, add it to your hand. A level 10 monster? Timmy asked, blinking. Williamston, LV, 1 + 9 is equal to 10. Next, I'll summon Night Express Knight, but since I'm not sacrificing monsters it loses its attack points. Anna continued. Attack position. Night Express Knight. Earth. Level 10. Machine/effect. ATK 3000. Def 3000. Cannot be special summoned from the deck. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original ATK becomes 0. Night Express Knight, ATK 3000 - 3000 is equal to 0. After that, since an Earth Machine monster was summoned, I'm allowed to summon Heavy Freight Train Daracrane from my hand with half its attack and defense points. Attack position. Heavy Freight Train Daracrane. Earth. Level 10. Machine. ATK 2800. Def 2000. If an Earth Machine type monsters is normal or special summoned to your field, except during the damage step you can special summon this card from your hand, but its original ATK and Def become halved. You can only use this effect of Heavy Freight Train Daracrane once per turn. If this card is detached from an XYZ monster and sent to the graveyard to activate that monster's effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Heavy Freight Train Daracrane, ATK, 2800/2 equals 1400/def, 2000 divided by 2 is equal to 1000. For level 10s at once? Timmy asked, shocked. It would have been 2, but you let me summon Super Express Bullet Train. Anna mentioned. Though now, I'll overlay heavy freight train Daracrane with Dragon Archiver, Williamston. The two monsters flew up into the overlay network. From beyond the railway, arriving here and now, alongside the tremors of the earth. XYZ summon. Appear, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. What emerged was a giant tank with 3 tracks on both sides and middle, with a large Rubik's Cube-like device on the top. Attack position. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. Earth. Rank 10. Machine/XYZ. ATK, 3000. Def, 3000. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, inflict 2000 damage to your opponent. Oru, 2. That thing's a giant. Timmy said in awe seeing it. Once per turn by using an overlay unit, Gustav Max deals 2000 points of damage. Anna mentioned. Ha? Timmy asked with a blink. From taking the unit, ORU, 2-1. Gustav Max changed shape from its Rubik's Cube design before what emerged was a long cannon before charging energy before firing a blast which Timmy crossed his arms over his face to guard himself getting hit. Timmy, 2000/hand, 3. Are you okay? Anna asked nervously. Yeah, I'm alright, he assured with a smile, lowering his arms before admitting, that was a really strong effect. Makes perfect sense why its rank is 10. Well, since I detached heavy freight train Daracrane to use that effect. I can destroy one of your cards. Anna explained. I destroy your set card. Timmy blinked, hearing that as his set card was shown to be Magic Cylinder destroyed. Okay, Super Express Bullet Train attack Kachi Kochi Dragon. Anna called. The train charged in, tackling Kachi Kochi Dragon, destroying it. Timmy, 1100/hand, 3. Normally the card can't attack unless she discards 2 cards. But since Williamston negated its effects, it allows Anna to keep her cards. Timmy thought to himself. Anna suddenly frowned. Timmy said this should be a date, maybe. Your turn. Timmy blinked, hearing that. Huh? You're not attacking with Gustav Max? That's right. Anna nodded. Why? Timmy asked, confused. Huh, I want to. Anna mentioned. But why? Timmy thought, looking confused, wondering why she didn't attack. I mean, I'm still new to this date thing, but why would she not attack if she's gonna win? Your turn, Timmy. Anna mentioned, looking up at the stars and smiling gently. Timmy blinked before looking up to what she's seeing, which is the stars, before his eyes widen. Oh wait. Is that why? Huh? Anna asked, turning to him. Timmy looked at her before smiling. The reason why you didn't attack. You wanted to keep the duel going 'cause we're on a date. Is that right? Anna blushed slightly. Well, yeah. Timmy nodded before saying, okay, I'll keep it going with ya. Anna's hand, 3/field. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, attack position /ORU, 1, Super Express Bullet Train, attack position /effects negated, Night Express Night, attack position /ATK, 0. Timmy, 1100. Hand, 3. Field, nothing. Anna, 4000. Hand, 3. Field, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, attack position /ORU, 1, Super Express Bullet Train, attack position /effects negated, Night Express Night, attack position /ATK, 0. Timmy, second turn. I draw. Timmy drew before looking surprised. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Is everything okay? Anna asked. When did this one get in my deck? Timmy thought, seeing it. He heard Number Archive saying, it's a part of your deck, Timothy. He softly gasped as his number explained, you have all but the Pendulum Dragon at your disposal, so I fixed that problem. All 4 of them are yours to have, and use against my evil kind. Hearing that, Timmy nodded before calling, okay, I use Scale 4 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Anna's eyes widened in shock. And Scale 8, Dragon Archiver Renotu to set the pendulum scale. What rose with Renotu was a different kind of dragon. It's black, and having red scales acting as plated armor on two long horns backwards with several different colored orbs around its body, and two long horns from its back with two small arms with a golden armor faceplate, and having one blue eye and one green eye. What are you planning now? Anna asked Timmy. Pendulum. Dragon Archiver Reno 2. Dark. Level 3. Pendulum Scale 8. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK 1400. Def 500. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster you control is targeted by an opponent's attack, you can target the attacking monster, negate the attack. Monster Effect. Once per turn, if you take battle or effect damage, inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can make that summoned monster gain 1000 ATK. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Reno 2 once per turn. Pendulum. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Dark. Level 7. Pendulum Scale 4. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK 2500. Def 2000. Pendulum Effect. You can reduce the battle damage you take from an attack involving a pendulum monster you control to 0. During your end phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one pendulum monster with 1500 or less ATK from your deck to your hand. You can only use each pendulum effect of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon once per turn. Monster Effect. If this card battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. Well, now is Pendulum Summon. Timmy called as the Pendulum Portal glowed, dragon sorcerers built on the ancient archive. Grant us your boon on your wisdom. Pendulum Summon. Come my monsters. A monster exited the portal. Dragon Archiver Fatrillion. Then I normal summon Renosic. The two Dragon Archivers rose up readying. Attack position. Dragon Archiver Renosic. Dark. Level 3. Pendulum Scale 3. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK 1100. Def 1600. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can negate that attack. Monster Effect. Once per turn, during your main phase if you activated a spell, activate this effect, target one card in your GY, add that card to your hand. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can add one fusion normal spell, or one polymerization from your deck to your hand. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Renosic once per turn. Attack position. Dragon Archiver Fatrillion. Wind. Level 5. Pendulum Scale 6. Dragon Pendulum Tuner Effect. ATK 2100. Def 2000. Pendulum Effect. Dragon Archiver monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one Dragon Archiver monster in your GY, add that target to your hand. Monster Effect. Once per turn, if this card attacks an opponent's monster, activate this effect, negate the effects of that monster. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can target one monster you control, that target cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Fatrillion once per turn. Anna frowned. This doesn't look good for me. Well, now level 5 Fatrillion tunes level 3 Renosic. Timmy called as the two flew up while Fatrillion turns to 5 rings while Renosic turns to 3 stars. A level 8 synchro, right? Anna asked. What are you summoning now? LV, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the darkened gaze. And now the dragon that sleeps in the blackened abyss is ready to conjure the beginning of end. Synchro Summon. Level 8, Dark End Dragon. What rose up was a black-scaled dragon with large bat wings with a smirking face at the torso, with its head having two horizontal horns at the side of its head with a blue gem on its forehead, and talons for hands. Attack position. Dark End Dragon. Dark. Level 8. Dragon Effect Synchro. ATK, 2600. Def, 2100. 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner dark monsters. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. This card loses 500 ATK in DF, and you send that target to the graveyard. Anna's eyes widened in shock seeing the monster. Fatrilion's effect forbids you from destroying Dark End with special effects. Dark End Dragon cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Then Renosic allows me to take a fusion card from my deck to my hand. Timmy adds a card from his deck. Anna nodded at that. Alright. And then I use Dark End's ability. Dark End Dragon's jaw on his torso opened up as it began sucking up large air on Anna's field. What's going on? Anna asked. By giving up 500 of its attack and defense points, I can pick one of your cards that goes to the graveyard. Timmy explained. Anna's widened as she stared at her XYZ monster. Dark End sucked Gustav Max in its torso jaw. ATK, 2600, 500 equals 2100 / def, 2100 minus 500 is equal to 1600. Then Dark End attacked Night Express Knight. Dark End charged in, firing a Darkened Blast at the weakened knight. Anna braced herself as her weakened monster shattered. Anna, 1900 / hand, 3. You okay? He asked, worried. Yeah, I'm okay. Anna nodded, only to pause and sigh. I just wish this wasn't about to end. He probably thought really hard about this, but there's no way he can survive if I play that monster on my next turn. Timmy smiled before saying, during this end phase, Odd Eye's pendulum effect destroys himself. Odd Eye shattered as he takes a card that allows me to add a pendulum monster whose attack points are 1500 or lower to my hand. Timmy's hand, 2/field, Dark End Dragon, attack position /ATK, 2100 /def, 1600 cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects, Dragon Archiver, Reno 2, Pendulum. Anna's second turn. Anna drew her card before sighing. Sorry Timmy, our date is over. Oh, don't worry. It's only the beginning. A duel under the stars isn't the only thing I thought of. Timmy smiled. Blinking, she nodded. I play Special Schedule. It summons Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max in defense mode. Special Schedule. Normal spell card. Target one machine-type monster in your graveyard with 3000 or more ATK, special summon that target in face-up defense position. You can only activate one special schedule per turn. If this set card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one level 10 machine-type monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Gustav Max rose up to the field again. Gustav Max, defense position. Now, I overlay Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. Anna called as her monster entered the overlay network. I XYZ summon Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba. Attack position. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba. Earth. Rank 11. Machine Effect XYZ. ATK, 4000. Def, 4000. 3 level 11 monsters. Once per turn, you can also XYZ summon Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba by using one rank 10 machine XYZ monster you control as material. Transfer its materials to this card. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, it gains 2000 ATK/def. Also for the rest of this turn, you can only declare an attack with this card. During each battle phase, this card can make attacks on monsters up to the number of XYZ materials it has +1. Oru, 1. No way, you have a monster that rebuild the overlay network? Timmy asked, more amazed. Yeah, and this is my strongest monster. Anna mentioned. I play the spell Train Connection. I can banish 2 level 10 machines from my graveyard, like my Night Express Knight and my heavy freight train Daracrane, to equip this to Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba and double its attack points. Equipped to Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba. Train Connection. Equip spell card. Must be equipped to an Earth Machine monster by banishing 2 level 10 or higher machine monsters from your GY. The equipped monster's ATK becomes double its original ATK. Also, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba, equipped with Train Connection /ATK, 4,000 times 2 is equal to 8,000. Oh my gosh. Timmy trailed off shocked from this. That's a whole lot of horsepower. I use Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba's ability. By using one overlay unit it gains 2,000 attack and defense points, but no other monster can attack this turn. Anna continued. Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba, ATK, 8,000 plus 2,000 equals 10,000 /def, 4,000 plus 2,000 equals 6,000 /ORU, 1-1. Now, attack Dark End Dragon. The monster charged a huge cannon, attacking the dragon really easily, destroying it. Timmy, 0000. Hand, 2. Field, Dragon Archiver Reno 2, Pendulum. Anna, 1900. Hand, 2. Field, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba, attack position /equipped with Train Connection /ATK, 10,000, Super Express Bullet Train, attack position /effects negated, Train Connection, equipped to Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Liba. Anna wins. She quickly ran to him. Are you all right? Timmy sighed before smiling to her. Yeah. That was the first time in so long that I lost a match. Your deck's really cool, Anna. I didn't know how awesome trains can be. Huh, oh, they're not that special, she blushed. Yeah, they are. They can quickly build to rank 10 XYZ monsters, and high amounts of damage from battle or effects. Timmy pointed out. Well, they're strong but not really interesting. Anna admitted. Why, was his confused question. It's all about getting a powerful monster on the field to do a lot of damage right away. I mean, look at this one for example. Anna mentioned showing Timmy a card called Rocket Arrow Express. Timmy looked before widening his eyes. 5,000 attack points? And it requires your whole hand going to the graveyard to stay on the field. Yup, that's pretty much the gimmick of my entire deck. Strong monsters that hit hard, you have the interesting one. Anna admitted. Well, still I think your deck is so amazing. Timmy told her. Well, thanks. Anna smiled with a small blush. Timmy took her hand with a smile. While the night's still young, we should get to the next part of our date. All right, she nodded. After you. Timmy guided her to a restaurant which looks fancy. What's this? She asked him. This is Gasthof zur Gemütlichkeit. Timmy answered with a smile. Where I'm from, it's a German restaurant in Minneapolis. I didn't know that there is a branch that existed here. It sounds fancy. Anna admitted. Well, it's a popular spot for Oktoberfest. Timmy explained. Anna nodded, hearing that. And the real meaning is house of good times and good feelings. And nothing is lost in translation. Timmy said with a smile as they walked in. Instantly they heard some calling, and instruments playing, signing, while the crowd hold up glass mugs up, chanting a word they both didn't understand but fits well with the translated words of the name. Wow. Anna whispered. Timmy chuckled before cringing a little. Yeah, Coke or water is definitely better than what these guys are having. With that they sat at a table. Later. After eating, Timmy paid the bill, which was a little pricey, but he managed to give what they owed the place after telling Anna she can eat how much she wants since this night is about them. Now satisfied, they walked out stuffed. You're a real gentleman. Anna admitted. Thank you for dinner. Thank ya. Timmy smiled to her. German food is interesting but good. And I wonder if this version of the place has that challenge. Maybe you can tell me about it another day? It's getting pretty late. Anna mentioned. Timmy looked up before smiling. Yeah, it's starting to get late in the night. But one more stop? Well, okay. Timmy guided her where to her shock there is a pallet formed on a small ledge where it's private. What is this? Anna asked him. It's where we're gonna sleep for the night, he answered with a smile. Her eyes widened at that. Wow. Timmy guided her laying down on the pallet before smiling up to her pulling down with him where she lays beside him. I picked this spot 'cause it's where Heartland's advanced environment won't ruin the mood, and where we can rest in peace. That sounds nice, maybe relax and rest, not rest in peace though. Anna mentioned. Not the best choice of words. Sorry. Timmy said sheepish, I kinda meant where it's quiet and enjoyable. I know. Anna smiled gently kissing him. Good night. Timmy smiled back before they laid looking up at the starry night sky slowly dozing off to the quiet calm night. Meanwhile. Ma! Master Kite, mentioned a robotic voice. A black-suited boy having blonde hair looked over to a robot that rolled in. What is it, Orbital? There's something you might want to see, the robot, Orbital, mentioned before displaying images of Timmy's duels. Kite looked over while widening his eyes amazed. A new summoning method is out? And he uses synchro, fusion, and ritual as well. Which also means he uses all the summoning mechanics. But does he have a number? According to his dueling record, he had never dueled with a number. But he dueled Yuma once. Orbital explained, showing Timmy's duel with Yuma against Utopia, and managed to draw. Kite looked on, he's obviously a real seasoned duelist. Gather all information you have regarding him, and select our best course of action upon him. He could be useful for a head. Yes, Master Key. Kite. Orbital nodded. Chapter 6, Encountering the Number Hunter. Kite was busy working on something before Orbital rolled over. Master Kite. I did what you ordered, and I got his personal and history. Well, what did you find? Kite asked. Orbital showed some reports from his glass eye. His name is Timothy Dalewinks, a young boy that had turned 10 years old. It said that a few years ago, his grandmother Susan had passed away in her sleep, leaving him in the custody of his parents Flyod and Trina, who both are crazy rich, and wanted to have Susan's II inheritance since she entrusts it to him when Gigi grows up. He's also a champion of several small tournaments, and wields TTT3 special dragon cards. Special dragons, it must be the 3 we saw before. Kite noted thoughtfully before frowning. They aren't numbers, but they could prove useful in hunting them down. What about this pendulum beeswax? Orbital asked him. It can be useful for our side. Kite answered before saying, we're heading out to find this Timothy Winks, Orbital. Where's his last location? A small private ledge. He and his GGG girlfriend are right there, right now, sleeping since yesterday. Orbital answered. Kite paused at that. Girlfriend? A girl by the name of Anna Kaboom. Orbital answered. Kite closed his eyes at that. We're going to pay the 2 of them a little visit, Orbital. With that they headed off. Meanwhile, both Timmy and Anna are still snoozing together on the ledge even as the sun is beating on them. Anna was sleeping comfortingly before starting to feel something against her chest. Feeling that, she slowly opened her eyes and looked down. He sees Timmy snugging his head against her chest, still sleeping soundly. Anna blushed at that but smiled and gently embraced him. So soft, Timmy said in his sleep. Anna blushed more at that. He thinks my boobs are soft? I guess they are, and he does look cute sleeping like that. She starts to feel him waking up, slowly opening his eyes. Did you sleep well? Anna asked softly. Timmy, seeing what he's doing, gasped in horror, jumping away with a huge blush, horrified. Anna. I am so sorry. He bowed repeatedly. That was a terribly awful to do as a gentleman. Anna frowned and took his hand. It's okay. I know you weren't trying to do anything bad, you were just sleeping somewhere that you felt comfortable. I don't mind if you sleep like that. She paused at that. Well, sleep or maybe cuddle, but if I start to feel uncomfortable, I'll let you know, okay? Oh, okay. Timmy slowly nodded before looking around. What time is it? I think, maybe 9? Anna guessed. Timmy nodded before asking, Did you sleep, okay? Yeah, I had a great night's sleep. Anna confirmed as she stretched. And the date, he asked her. She told him the date. Well, mostly wonderful, but I didn't exactly like how I had to attack you so aggressively in our match. She answered before pausing and blushing. Timmy? Yeah? He asked. Well, it's just, we should probably shower and get ready for the day, she explained. So, do you want to do that together? Shower, together? Timmy had a thought above his head about that before turning bright red before holding his nose from feeling a nosebleed. Well, yeah. Anna nodded. Then we could have some breakfast and, well, we could maybe figure out something to do afterward before you compete in the festival? If you want to. Timmy said, wiping his nose. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, she nodded. They walked off to Anna's shack to wash together. Do you mind if I tell you something? Anna asked as she got ready for the shower. Why, yes. Timmy asked, turning away for some privacy for her. He's so polite. Anna thought with a smile. You can get in, the water's warm now. And by the way, you have a cute little pout when you sleep. I do? He stuttered a bit nervously with a blush. Yeah. Anna nodded, smiling. You do. Once he got undressed, he slowly got in the shower with highly closed eyes. He heard Anna get in too. Timmy, I'm the one who suggested this, and if your eyes are closed you could slip, she told him. Besides, just think of it as taking a shower with your. Actually, never mind that, but it's safer if you open your eyes. Hearing that, he slowly opened his eyes. He saw the wall of the shower as he realized Anna was behind him. He kept trying to keep the image of Anna naked out of his head but couldn't help getting a small nosebleed from that image before smacking his face with his hands to calm himself. Are you okay? She asked him. Why, just keeping dirty thoughts out of my head, he answered before pausing. Wait, did I really said that out loud? Anna was blushing. Yeah, you did, but I guess it's good that you have those about your girlfriend? I think? Having thoughts like those makes me feel like a pervert. Timmy admitted, I learned that word from Mom. Anna frowned and hugged him gently. That's one thing you're not, you're a perfect gentleman. He nodded, hearing that before blushing. Can I scrub your back? Sure, thanks. Anna smiled. She turned away, sitting on her knees as he takes a bath sponge and body wash, and soap, gulping a little, seeing Anna's exposed back before firming up, starting to scrub the sponge on her back. That feels nice. Anna sighed softly. I sometimes do this. He admitted. Really? She asked. Well. Often with a guest mom or dad bring, he admitted. Anna gasped at that. Were you forced to do that for them? His silence was her answer. She frowned and turned around to embrace him. I'm so sorry. Timmy doesn't see her body as he assures, it's all right. It was only if I don't meet their expectations. They were trying all they could to turn me into their ideal child so they can have the inheritance without me giving it to them. That was wrong of them. Anna told him gently before gently kissing Timmy's forehead. Now realizing she's in front of him exposed, he widened his eyes with a small nosebleed happening. Seeing that, Anna gently wiped his nose before gently washing his hair. I am so sorry, he said, turning away. It's fine, she mentioned calmly. Later. After breakfast, they're walking together before Timmy looked down before asking, Anna? Yeah, she asked him. Sorry for asking you this. Why do you live by yourself? He asked her. I mean, you have family, right? Anna didn't answer. Suddenly Timmy heard someone whistling. Stopping, he looked around, seeing everything is frozen. Anna? She stood frozen as he listened to the whistling, looking around before noticing someone walking over as the whistling grown louder. Timmy stood in front of Anna shaking a little, asking, Who are you? It was Kite and Orbital. You were right, Ma, Master Kite, he did have one. Orbital mentioned. What's going here? Timmy asked. Kite only narrowed his eyes to him. The world is currently moving at 1 to 10,000 of its original speed. Only those with numbers can move freely. Number? Timmy asked, hearing that. So you're friends with Yuma? Yuma Tsukumo. Of course not. He's one of my attempted victims who had a number. He gotten away from me, but not next time. Kite said to him. Attempted victim? Timmy questioned in shock. Wait, who are you? A number hunter, and you're my next target. Kite answered as a chain shot out of his dual disc and attached to Timmy's. Ah! Timmy cried from this, startled as the chain vanished. What was that? That was a dual anchor. Kite explained to him, it stays on you until the duel ends. Timmy grunted hearing that before saying, all right. I'll have a match with you, just leave Anna out of this. You're hardly in a position to be making demands. Kite told him. She doesn't have a number, so I wasn't planning on dueling her in the first place. Timmy only prepared himself before sensing something. Whoa. Guys, do you feel that? Energy silhouettes of his 4 dragons appeared from him, growling. Wait, why are there 4? You only have 3 dragons. Orbital mentioned nervously. Master K, Kite, please don't replace me for this. Kite only narrowed his eyes. So you also have a strong sense for dragons? Yes. And me, and them can sense you have a powerful one at your disposal. Timmy confirmed. Kite's body glowed before what appeared from him was a large blue energy silhouette of a dragon roaring loudly. Then this'll be interesting. Alright, let's go. Timmy called as they prepared their equipment. Go photon transformation. Kite called as his uniform slowly turned white. Was a purple tattoo crossed over his left eye, and it turned pink-red as he smirked. Lend me your soul. Dual interface set. Augmented reality vision link established. The computer set as all the visors glowed. Duel. Dueling theme, Division by Late Night Savior. Timmy, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Kite, 4000. Hand, 5. Field, nothing. Let the duel commence. Kite first turn. I'll be going first. Kite called before starting, and to start this off, I'll summon Photon Pirate. A blue-cloaked light stared. Pirate rose up. Attack position. Photon Pirate. Light. Level 3. Machine/effect. ATK 1000. Def 1000. You can banish one photon monster from your graveyard. This card gains 1000 ATK until the end phase. You can use the effect of Photon Pirate up to twice per turn. And then I activate the spell, Photon Lead. Kite called using a spell. Photon Lead. Quick play spell card. Special summon one level 4 or lower light monster from your hand in face-up attack position. This card summons a light monster from my hand that's level 4 or lower in attack mode. So I'll summon Photon Cerberus. A 3-headed starhound rose up yowling. Attack position. Photon Cerberus. Light. Level 3. Beast/effect. ATK 1300. Def 600. During the turn this card was normal summoned, neither player can activate trap cards while this card is face up on the field. 2 level 3s already? Timmy asked, blinking. Kite smirked. Well, watch as I overlay level 3 Photon Cerberus and Pirate. The 2 flew up, entering the overlay network. IXYZ summon, number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. At that, what rose up was a large purple golem looking deadly with a yellow 30 appeared. Attack position. Number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. Water. Rank 3. Rock effect XYZ. ATK 3000. Def 3000. 2 level 3 light monsters. cannot be destroyed by battle except with number monsters. During your standby phase, detach one XYZ material from this card or take 2000 damage. While this card has no XYZ materials, it cannot attack. When this card is targeted for an attack, while it has no XYZ materials, destroy this card, and if you do, take 2000 damage. Oru, 2. A rank 3 monster with 3000 attack points? That's a little much. Timmy admitted. If that scares you, this duel will be simple for Master Kite. Orbital stated. Kite sets a card, so now kid, does this scare you like Orbital said? Kite's hand, 1/field, number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction, attack position /ORU, 2, 1 set card. Timmy first turn. Timmy gulped before saying, why yeah of course, I'm scared. But no time for regrets now, I won't stop fighting. Fight as hard as you want. Master Kite will win and take your number. Orbital mentioned. Timmy only said, well, let's see if he can. Drolkey drew looking before calling, alright, I set Scale 10, Dragon Archiver, Williamston, and Scale 2, Dragon Archiver, Dingernell to set the pendulum scale. The scale was set as the two mentioned Dragon Archivers rose up readying. Pendulum. Dragon Archiver, Dingernell. Wind. Level 4. Pendulum Scale, 2. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 1500. Def, 1100. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster you control is targeted by an opponent's card effect, you can negate the activation. Monster Effect, once per turn, at the end of the battle phase if an opponent's monster was destroyed by battle this turn, gain 1000 LP. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card they currently control. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver, Dingernell once per turn. Pendulum. Dragon Archiver, Williamston. Dark. Level 1. Pendulum Scale, 10. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK, 100. Def, 1300. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, if a Dragon Archiver monster is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can draw one card. Monster Effect, once per turn, during your draw phase. Special summon one monster from your hand, but negate its effects, also this card's level becomes the same level as that monster. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver, Williamston once per turn. We've seen this before. Orbital revealed. Timmy blinked before shaking his head, well now, I can summon monsters whose levels are 3 to 9 all at the same time. Orbital just watched to see what Timmy would play. Dragon Sorcerers built on the ancient archive. Grant us your boon on your wisdom. Pendulum Summon. Come my monsters. 3 lights shot from the portal. Come Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil rose up readying in defense. Defense position. Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil. Wind. Level 4. Pendulum Scale, 7. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 1500. Def, 800. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field gain 300 ATK. Once per turn, if your opponent activates the effect of a Dragon Archiver monster, you can change the effect to where it's as if you activated that effect instead. Monster Effect, once per turn, at the start of your battle phase, target one monster you control, that monster gains 1000 ATK until the end of the battle phase. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dragon Archiver monster from your deck to either player's field in defense position. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil once per turn. Then Dragon Archiver Irolcall join us. Irolcall raise up to the field in defense as well. Defense position. Dragon Archiver a roll call. Dark. Level 6. Pendulum Scale, 5. Dragon Pendulum Effect. ATK, 2200. Def, 900. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. Once per turn, you can target one Dragon Archiver monster you control. That target cannot be affected to monster effects except itself on the field. Monster Effect, once per turn, during the turn you activate a monster effect, activate this effect, target one other monster on the field, negate the target's effects while it's on the field. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can draw 2 cards. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver roll call once per turn. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the dichromatic eyes. And now the dragon that sleeps in the high account of Pendulum is ready to show all his power. Pendulum Summon. Level 7, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Odd Eyes from his last duel rose up beside the 2 Dragon Archivers roaring loud above. Attack Position. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Dark. Level 7. Pendulum Scale, 4. Dragon Effect Pendulum. ATK, 2500. Def, 2000. Pendulum Effect, you can reduce the battle damage you take from an attack involving a pendulum monster you control to 0. During your end phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one pendulum monster with 1500 or less ATK from your deck to your hand. You can only use each pendulum effect of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon once per turn. Monster Effect, if this card battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. What? Where did that dragon come from? Orbital questioned. Master Key. Kite, he didn't have it before. It'll make things more interesting. Kite said, hearing that. Timmy called, at the start of my battle phase, Yggdrasil's mandatory effect gives Odd Eyes 1000 attack points. Odd Eyes roared as Yggdrasil powered it up. Odd Eyes, ATK, 2500 plus 1000 is equal to 3500. 3500, that makes it too powerful. Orbital panicked. Timmy gestured his arm to roll call, it gets better. Since I used a monster effect, roll call's own ability negates Acid Golem's own abilities. The Golem groaned as it grayed. Number 30, Acid Golem of Destruction. Effects negated. Kite only watched calmly. Rather than looking worried, he said, "You're trying to end this duel fast, aren't you?" Timmy grunted before calling, Odd Eyes attack Acid Golem with Spiral Flame Strike. The dragon roared, firing a large blast at Acid Golem, striking it before he called, and as Odd Eyes is battling your monster, its special ability doubles any battle damage you take. Reaction Force. Odd Eyes gems glowed as the blast obliterated Acid Golem as Kite watched. Kite, 3000/hand, 1. And that was just one of the 4. Master Kite. Orbital panicked. Be quiet. Kite yelled harshly. Timmy grunted, well, that set card isn't a mirror force. But what card is that exactly? Deciding that's enough for now, he sets a card. I end my turn. Odd Eyes, ATK, 3500 minus 1000 is equal to 2500. Timmy's hand, 0/field, Dragon Archiver Dingernell, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver Williamston, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil, Defense Position, Dragon Archiver. Roll call, Defense Position, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position, 1 set card. Timmy, 4000. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver Dingernell, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver Williamston, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver Yggdrasil, Defense Position, Dragon Archiver Roll call, Defense Position, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position, 1 set card. Kite, 3000. Hand, 1. Field, 1 set card. Kite second turn. My turn, draw. Kite called drawing, and now, I summon Photon Thrasher. From that, a warrior whose body is made of light wielding a large sword with blue armor, and a silver helmet showing a black visor in a T-shaped hole, and yellow orbs on its shoulders rose up. Attack Position. Photon Thrasher. Light. Level 4. Warrior/Effect. ATK 2100. Def 0. Cannot be normal summon/set. Must first be special summoned from your hand while you control no monsters. Cannot attack if you control another monster. Then, as I have a photon on the field, I summon Photon Vanisher. Another warrior with blue armor holding a blue star rifle rose up readying. Attack position. Photon Vanisher. Light. Level 4. Warrior/Effect. ATK 2000. Def 0. Cannot be normal summon/set. Must first be special summoned from your hand while you control a photon or galaxy monster. Cannot attack the turn it is special summoned. You can only special summon Photon Vanishers once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck to your hand. An XYZ monster that was summoned using this card on the field as material gains this effect. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. As I have a photon on the field, I can summon Vanisher, and as I summoned it, I add a special card to my hand. Kite added the card before calling, then I overlay both Thrasher and Vanisher. The two flew up to the overlay network once more. Orbital flinched and stayed quiet. I XYZ summon. Starliege Lord Galaxian. What emerged from the overlay network was a white armored plated warrior with two short swords. Attack position. Starliege Lord Galaxian. Light. Rank 4. Warrior Effect XYZ. ATK 2000. Def 2100. 2 level 4 photon monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 or 2 XYZ materials from this card. Apply this effect, depending on the number you detached. 1. Special summon 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand. 2. Special summon 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your deck. Oru 2. And then I activate Lord Galaxian's special ability. Lord Galaxian took an overlay unit, Oru 2/1. By using an overlay unit, I get to summon the card I just added to my hand straight away. What? Timmy widened his eyes. Taking his hands on a red key, Kite tossed it up as it built energy, the galaxy that lurks in the darkness. Become the light of hope and my very servant. The embodiment of light, now descend. Appear now, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. What appeared from the large light was a huge dragon. This dragon is humanoid shaped with the same lightened body but also has blue armor on its body with a crystal on its chest with horns on the sides of its head, and some red on it. For its eyes, like its name says, are galaxies. Attack position. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Light. Level 8. Dragon/Effect. ATK 3000. Def 2500. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 2 monsters with 2000 or more ATK. During either player's battle step, when this card battles an opponent's monster, you can target the monster this card is battling, banish both the opponent's monster and this card. At the end of the battle phase, return any monsters banished by this effect to the field, and if the other monster was an XYZ monster, this card gains 500 ATK for each XYZ material it had when it was banished. So that must be. Timmy trailed off in awe seeing the dragon. Ma! Master Kite's ace, you can't possibly beat it. Orbital stated confidently. And it gets better, I activate the trap, Eternal Galaxy. Kite called using his face down. Eternal Galaxy. Normal trap card. If you control a photon or galaxy monster, target one XYZ monster you control, special summon from your extra deck, one photon or galaxy XYZ monster that is 4 ranks higher than that target, by using that target as the material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer its materials to the summoned monster. You can only activate 1 Eternal Galaxy per turn. This card takes an XYZ monster on the field, and uses it to XYZ summon a rank 4 higher galaxy or photon. Kite called as Lord Galaxian flew back up to the overlay network. Timmy's eyes widened in shock. The galactic light now descends to be my very servant. The cataclysmic might of this lord shall know the true meaning of fear. XYZ Summon. Number 90, Galaxy Ice Photon Lord. What rose up was a large warrior with a blade raising up. Attack position. Number 90. Galaxy Ice Photon Lord. Light. Rank 8. Warrior Effect XYZ. ATK, 2500. Def, 3000. 2 level 8 monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle except with number monsters. If this card has a photon card as material, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. You can only use each of the following effects of number 90, Galaxy Ice Photon Lord, once per turn. When an opponent's monster activates its effect, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, negate that monster's effect, and if the detached material was a galaxy card, destroy that card. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can take one photon or galaxy card from your deck, and either add it to your hand or attach it to this card as material. Oru, 2. While it has a photon as an overlay unit, you can't use effects to destroy Photon Lord. Kite called as Photon Lord, build a barrier. Brilliant as always, Master Kite. Orbital praised. It can't be destroyed by effects or by battle with a non-number. Timmy trailed off seeing them, and who knows what his dragon can do. Well, get ready to find out. Galaxy Eyes prepared to attack with Photon Stream of Destruction. Galaxy Eyes roared, firing an attack at Odd Eyes, who roared in agony, being destroyed as Timmy braced himself, grunting. Timmy, 3500/hand, 0, then Photon Lord attacked Dragon Archiver, a roll call. Photon Lord charged in, slashing a roll call, and although it caused pain to the Dragon Archiver, it didn't destroy a roll call. What? How come that dragon wasn't destroyed? Orbital inquired. It's Dingernell's pendulum ability. Timmy explained, gesturing to his lower scale. Dragon Archivers can't be destroyed in battle once per turn. Orbital stared at the monsters in shock. So that's the work of pendulum. I end my turn. Kite ended. Kite's hand, 0/field, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, attack position, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, attack position /ORU, 2. Timmy's second turn. I draw. Timmy called, drawing, looking before calling, and I pendulum summon. Come back, Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes appeared once more, roaring. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, attack position. Foul, that monster was destroyed by Master Kite's Galaxy Eyes foe. Photon Dragon. Orbital pointed out. Yes, that's right. But Odd Eyes was a pendulum monster, and they don't go to the graveyard from the field. They go to the extra deck face up to be pendulum summoned again next turn. Timmy explained. Kite's eyes widened hearing that. Quite intriguing. Timmy then called, then I activate my face down, archiving recall. The trap shows Reno taking away a library card to be snipped in half from a begging Ojama Yellow, who was on his knees with both green and black watch with sweat drops. Archiving recall. Normal trap card. This turn, when you fusion summon a dragon monster, you can treat Dragon Archiver monsters you control as fusion substitute monsters or dark monsters. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the GY, you can banish this card from your GY, target one Dragon Archiver monster on the field. That monster becomes a tuner monster until the end phase. So now when I fusion summon my Dragon Archivers, either become the correct monsters to use, or as dark attributed monsters. Timmy declared. Not good. Orbital panicked. Timmy then held the card he drawn, then I use Archiver Fusion. Archiver Fusion. Normal spell card. Fusion summon one Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck by using Dragon Archiver monsters from your field, hand, or either player's field. During your battle phase, if you control two Dragon Archiver monsters in the pendulum zones, you can banish this card from your GY and target one monster you control. That monster can make a second attack on monsters this turn. You can only activate this effect of Archiver Fusion once per turn. This allows me to fusion summon. So I'll use Yggdrasil and roll call both. Timmy called as the two entered the fusion vortex. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the poisonous fangs. And now the dragon that sleeps in the hell beneath the petals is ready to give terror. Fusion Summon. Level 8, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Starving Venom flew out of the fusion vortex roaring loud. Attack position. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Dark. Level 8. Dragon Effect Fusion. ATK, 2800. Def, 2000. 2 dark monsters on the field, except tokens. If this card is fusion summoned, you can make this card gain ATK equal to one opponent's special summon monster until the end of this turn. Once per turn, you can target one level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls. Until the end phase, this card's name becomes that monster's original name, and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters. Orbital's eye widens seeing the monster. And now since Starving Venom was fusion summoned, it gains the attack points of one special summon monster on your field. Timmy called as Starving Venom build energy. It what? Orbital cried in shock. Kite however called, it won't be that easily. I activate Photon Lord's special ability. Photon Lord takes a unit, ORU, 2-1, by using an overlay unit that effect is negated. Photon Lord shine light on Starving Venom stopping the effect in its tracks as Timmy grunted, in that case, I use its second effect. Starving Venom sent vines wrapping around Galaxy Eye's Photon Dragon as it roared while energy from it is being absorbed from the vines into Starving Venom. What is it doing to Master Kite's Galaxy Eyes? Orbital asked. Nothing. But Starving Venom is gonna borrow its power for a minute. Timmy said before explaining, Starving Venom can take the abilities of a monster that's level 5 or higher for the rest of the turn. Kite's eyes widened in shock hearing that. It can use Photon Dragon's ability? Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, name, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon / gains effects by Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Timmy checked on what it can do, well. That kind of ability is really useful against numbers. Well now it's gonna be used against you. Starving Venom attacked Photon Lord. Starving Venom roared charging at Photon Lord before Timmy called, and now its ability it got from Photon Dragon activates. I'm very well aware. Both our monsters before the battle are banished. Kite pointed out as both Photon Lord and Starving Venom vanished, then at the end of the battle they return. Both of them return once more before Kite added, then it gains 500 points for every one of Photon Lord's overlay units that were sent to the graveyard by that ability. The overlay unit, Photon Lord lost, was absorbed by Starving Venom who roared loud. ATK, 2800 plus 500 is equal to 3300. Wait, but your monster left the field. It shouldn't get attack points. Orbital argued. Yes it does, Orbital. Kite said much to the robot's confusion as Kite explained, its ability treats itself as a Photon Dragon, and it also uses its effect like a real one. Even though it's not treated as Photon Dragon anymore now, the ability it gains still lives so it gained attack points from the effect even if it isn't treated as Gala. XYIs anymore. Orbital stared at Starving Venom in shock. Not bad but it won't be enough. I activate Photon Lord's ability. It had another? Timmy asked surprised. During your turn, I take a Galaxy or Photon card from my deck, and either have it be in my hand or place it to Photon Lord as an overlay unit. Kite said taking a card before an orb flew on Photon Lord. Number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, ORU, 0-1. Of course, Master Kite is far more skilled than any child. Orbital praised. So it can regain overlay units. Timmy asked himself, I end my turn. Timmy's hand, 0/field, Dragon Archiver, Dingernell, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Williamston, Pendulum, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Attack Position /ATK, 3300, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position. Timmy, 3500. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver, Dingernell, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Williamston, Pendulum, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Attack Position /ATK, 3300. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position. Kite, 3000. Hand, 0. Field, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, attack position, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, attack position /ORU, 1. Kite, third turn. My turn, I draw. Kite called drawing. Looking before calling, I activate the spell card, Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed. Normal spell card. Draw 2 cards. This spell card allows me to draw 2 cards. Kite drew 2 cards. Looking before adding, then I activate Photon Orbital's effect in my hand. He held a card. I can equip this card to a galaxy or photon monster on my field. I chose to give it to Photon Dragon. While equipped, Galaxy Eyes gains 500 attack points and can't be destroyed in battle. Galaxy Eyes roared loud as it gained points. ATK, 3000 plus 500 equals 3500 / equipped with Photon Orbital. Equipped to Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Photon Orbital. Light. Level 4. Machine / effect. ATK, 500. Def, 2000. During your main phase, you can target one photon or galaxy monster you control. Equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. It gains 500 ATK, also it cannot be destroyed by battle. You can send this equip card to the GY, add one photon or galaxy monster from your deck to your hand, except Photon Orbital. You can only use this effect of Photon Orbital once per turn. Orbital stared at Timmy. You may as well give up now. And now Galaxy Eyes prepare to attack. Photon Stream of Destruction. For revenge, Galaxy Eyes attacked Starving Venom, destroying it as Timmy braced himself. Timmy, 3300 / hand, 0. Starving Venom's not the only one with a good effect. Timmy called before the graveyard portal opened, showing Starving Venom exiting. What? Kite questioned. When destroyed, Starving Venom destroys all of your monsters that are special summoned. Timmy revealed. Photon Orbital only protects Photon Dragon from battle. Starving Venom charged an attack, blasting Photon Dragon, only for Kite to cry, "You've forgotten." I activate Photon Lord's special ability to stop that effect. Photon Lord takes its recent overlay unit where it stopped Starving Venom as it went back to the graveyard while Timmy grunted. ORU, 1-0, and now Photon Lord attack Odd Eyes. Due to their attack points being equal, and it's a number, Photon Lord destroyed Odd Eyes. Amazing Master Kite. Orbital cried. Kite sets a card, I end my turn, kid. Kite's hand, 0/field, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, attack position / equipped with Photon Orbital / ATK, 3500, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, attack position, Photon Orbital, equipped to Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, 1 set card. Timmy, third turn. Timmy grunted before saying, "You're one tough guy. But I won't stop here." Drawl he drew, looking. "Just surrender." Orbital told him. "You can't beat Master Kite." "Yeah. Definitely will be wise to surrender. And maybe I can't win. But still, I won't give up no matter how dire the situation might be. Even I face all 3 of the Egyptian gods, I'll still stand tall. After everything I endured, my grandmother's passing, my parents' constant mistreatment of me, and now this situation of the numbers, I will still take everything head on and endure it," Timmy declared. "Save it, I'm not interested in your sob story," Kite told him. "I know you might not be. But it should send a clear message that I'm not a coward, and that's something you definitely don't want to deal with," Timmy pointed out. Kite's eyes widened slightly hearing that. "Back where I'm from I lived, and was ordered around by fear. I grew up hating, I can't do anything for myself since my parents basically owned my life. But here, I can do what I want, and I owe it all to Anna. And I'm not gonna let you take that away from me, and I will not run. I will face you head on," Timmy called. "Then this is the last duel you'll ever have," Kite told him. Hearing that, Timmy gulped before nodding. "If so, then I'll accept that. I have no regrets." He looked at his drawn card before calling, "Pendulum Summon. Appear again, guys." The portal shot Yggdrasil, Irolcall, and Odd Eyes again as Odd Eyes roared loud. Yggdrasil, defense position. Irolcall, defense position. Odd Eyes, attack position. Those monsters won't help you, Orbital told Timmy. Timmy only said, I then activate archiving clone. It shows of Yggdrasil, and a Stuzzle making experiments of a artificial Renotu. Archiving clone. Normal spell card. Target one Dragon Archiver monster on the field, special summon this card as a normal monster with the same attribute and level as that monster. /LV/Dragon/ATK0/Dev0. If a dragon monster's on the field should be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish this card from your GY instead. This card summons itself as a copy of Yggdrasil. The spell morphed into a artificial Yggdrasil. Archiving clone. Attribute, Dark/LV, 4/type, Monster/ATK, 0/Def, 0. Two monsters with the same level, and XYZ summon. Orbital realized. Now I overlay, Yggdrasil, and Archiver clone. The two flew up entering the overlay network. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the treacherous fangs. And now the dragon that sleeps in the pitch-black darkness is ready to fight all those foolish enough to oppose it. XYZ summon. Rank 4, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. What popped up was Dark Rebellion roaring loud. Attack position. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. Dark. Rank 4. Dragon Effect XYZ. ATK, 2500. Def, 2000. 2 level 4 monsters. You can detach 2 materials from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its ATK becomes half its current ATK, and if it does, this card gains that lost ATK. Oru, 2. Your dragons are all too weak to defeat Master Kite's Galaxy Eyes. Orbital pointed out. Well, not for long, cause I'm cutting Galaxy Eyes down to size. Timmy called before crying, I activate Dark Rebellion's special ability. Dark Rebellion took the units, ORU, 2-1-0, by using 2 overlay units. Dark Rebellion takes half of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon's attack points to grow stronger. What? Kite asked, shocked. Treason discharge. Charging energy. Dark Rebellion shot purple electricity at Galaxy Eyes, making it roar in agony as the XYZ dragon stole its strength while Kite turned around seeing his dragon being weakened. Galaxy Eyes, ATK, 3500 divided by 2 is equal to 1750. Dark Rebellion, ATK, 2500 plus 1750 is equal to 4250. Orbital stared in disbelief at that. And since I just used the effect of a monster, Irolcall's effect activates, which negates Galaxy Eye's special ability so it can't banish itself to defend. Timmy called as Irolcall charged a spell meant to weaken Galaxy Eyes further. Orbital turned to Kite fearfully. Master Kite. Kite called, not so fast. I activate Photon Lord's ability. Turning. Timmy sees it has an overlay unit. It regained an overlay unit already? I knew you were going for a roll call on Galaxy Eyes, but it won't happen on my watch. When you use a monster effect by using an overlay unit, the activation is negated. Photon Lord takes the unit, ORU, 1-0, then as the overlay unit was a Galaxy card, the monster that used its effect is also destroyed. Photon Lord fired a large blast incinerating a roll call as Timmy grunted before calling, well, since a Dragon Archiver was just destroyed, Williamston's pendulum ability allows me to draw 1 card. He drew before crying, and now Dark Rebellion attack Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Mauling Mandible charge. Dark Rebellion charged in at the number before Kite called, I activate the trap, Luminize. Luminize. Normal trap card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster. Negate the attack, and one face-up light monster you control gains ATK equal to that target's ATK, until your next end phase. When you attack, this card puts a stop to it. Dark Rebellion was blocked as Timmy grunted, then Galaxy Eyes gains the power your monster had. Say what? Galaxy Eyes powered up large roaring, making itself dominant once more. 80k, 1750 plus 4250 is equal to 6000. Amazing Ma, Master Kite. Orbital cheered. Timmy grunted before placing down a card. I end my turn. Timmy's hand, 0/field, Dragon Archiver, Dingernil, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Williamston, Pendulum, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, Attack Position /80k, 4250, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position, 1 set card. Timmy, 3300. Hand, 0. Field, Dragon Archiver, Dingernil, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver, Williamston, Pendulum, Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, Attack Position /80k, 4250, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Attack Position, 1 set card. Kite, 3000. Hand, 0. Field. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Attack Position /80k, 6000, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, Attack Position. Kite 4th turn. You are interesting. Maybe better than all the other opponents I faced in the past. But you won't defeat me. I draw. Kite drew looking before calling, and I activate Photon Orbital's effect. By sending it to the graveyard, I take a Photon monster from my deck to my hand. The monster on Galaxy Eyes vanished. ATK, 6000 minus 500 is equal to 5500, adding the card he added, then I activate Galaxy 0. Galaxy 0. Equip spell card. Target one Photon or Galaxy monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up attack position and equip it with this card. It cannot attack or activate its effects. If it would be destroyed during the battle phase, you can destroy this card instead. When this card leaves the field, the equipped monster's ATK becomes 0. You can only activate one Galaxy 0 per turn. I summon a Photon or Galaxy from my graveyard and equip it to this card. It cannot attack or use its effects, but that won't matter. Photon Orbital reappear. An advanced version of orbital-looking star like Rise Up. Photon Orbital, attack position /equipped with Galaxy 0. Galaxy 0, equipped to Photon Orbital. Then I summon Photon Satellite. Kite added as a small satellite with blue wings with a light core between two gray metal-like body with silver triangular points rose up. Attack position. Photon Satellite. Light type. Level 1. Machine. ATK, 0. Def, 0. Once per turn, you can target one other Photon monster you control. The levels of both that monster and this card become the combined current levels of those two monsters. Then Photon Satellite's ability activates. Once per turn it adds its level with another Photon on my field, and that other monster's level becomes the same. Kite called as Satellite orbited around Orbital. Orbital, LV, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Satellite, LV. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. And now I use my now level 5 Photon Satellite and Photon Thrasher to build the overlay network. 2 glowed gold entering the overlay network, I XYZ summon. Number 14, Greedy Saramia. From the overlay network emerged small puffball before what formed was a triple-headed fox monster which has dark blue heads, and pink eyes, its body glowing yellow energy glowing in their mouths with 4 blue feet, and a large tail, and on its right back leg is a light blue mark of its number 14 as it roared. Attack position. Number 14, Greedy Saramia. Dark type. Rank 5. Beast /XYZ. ATK, 2500. Def, 1500. 2 level 5 monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle except with number monsters. If this card battles an opponent's monster whose ATK is higher than this card's ATK, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. During that battle, the monster with a lower ATK is destroyed by battle and any damage you would take during this battle is inflicted to your opponent instead, then destroy one other monster your opponent controls with less ATK than that monster. Oru, 2. Orbital watched in eager anticipation for Kite's victory. Another number? Timmy asked shocked. And now Greedy Saramea attacked Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. The new number roared charging at the XYZ Dragon. It's all over for him. Orbital smirked. And now I activate Greedy Saramea special ability. By using an overlay unit, the damage is reflected to you, and Dark Rebellion is destroyed afterward. Greedy Saramea took an overlay unit before tackling Dark Rebellion while Timmy braced himself. Timmy, 1550/hand, 0, and now Galaxy Eyes attack Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Galaxy Eyes charged an attack to finish off Odd Eyes only for Timmy to call, I activate the trap, Archiver Renewal. The same trap that had been used on Yuma appeared showing itself as Fatrillion giving a new librarian robe to a sheepish Renotu. Archiver Renewal. Normal trap card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have one Dragon Archiver monster in your GY, negate the attack, then shuffle one Dragon Archiver monster from your GY to your deck. When your opponent's monster declares an attack on a monster you control while the attacking monster's ATK is higher than both you and your opponent's current LP, you can banish this card from your GY, destroy both the attack target and the attacking monster, then inflict damage to both players equal to their original ATK. You can only use this effect of Archiver Renewal once per duel. So now by shuffling Yggdrasil back in my deck, the attack is negated. Galaxy Eyes attack was stopped as Kite grunted before calling, well now, Photon Lord your turn. Photon Lord charged once again destroying Odd Eyes as Timmy grunted, then at the end of the turn, Luminice effect ends so Photon Dragon loses its points. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, ATK, 5500 minus 4250 is equal to 1250. Kite's hand, 0/field, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, attack position /ATK, 1250, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, attack position, number 14, Greedy Saramea, attack position /ORU, 1. Timmy 4th turn. Okay, draw. Timmy called drawing only for Kite to call, and while you draw, I activate Photon Lord's ability. Another orb flew around Photon Lord. Oru, 0-1. This kid is stubborn. Kite frowned. Timmy breathed, he beaten Starving Venom, and Dark Rebellion. Odd Eyes isn't doing much luck. Which means it's up to you now, Clear Wing. He heard a roar at that. Timmy nodded before calling, I Pendulum Summon. Come back guys. From that roll call, an Odd Eyes appeared again before he added, then come the tuner monster, Dragon Archiver, Kaitol. What rose was a yellow-scaled Dragon Archiver that has a purple robe. Attack position. Dragon Archiver, Kaitol. Light. Level 1. Dragon Effect Tuner Pendulum. ATK, 200. Def, 900. Pendulum Effect, Dragon Archiver monsters on the field gain 300 ATK. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a Dragon Archiver monster, you can target one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, destroy it. Monster Effect, once per turn, during your main phase if you activate a trap, activate this effect, target one other card you control, destroy it. If this card is used as material for a summon of a dragon monster, you can target up to 2 monsters your opponent controls, destroy them. You can only activate this effect of Dragon Archiver, Kaitol, once per turn. Just admit it, you've lost. Orbital told Timmy. Not yet. There is still one monster he hasn't beaten. I'm tuning my level 1 Kaitol with my level 6 roll call. The two flew up with Kaitol turning to 1 ring while I recall synchronized turning to 6 stars. LV, 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. Kite watched to see what was coming next. The archives of the dragons focus on studying the beautiful wings. And now the dragon that sleeps in the winds is ready to soar at the speed of light. Synchro Summon. Level 7, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. What shot on the field flying beside Odd Eyes was Clear Wing roaring loud. Attack position. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Wind. Level 7. Dragon Effect Synchro. ATK, 2500. Def, 2000. 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. Once per turn, when another level 5 or higher monster activates its effect on the field, quick effect you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Once per turn, when a monster effect is activated that targets one level 5 or higher monster on the field, and no other cards, quick effect you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card's effect destroys a monster, this card gains ATK equal to the destroyed monster's original ATK until the end of this turn. That dragon is too weak. Galaxy Eyes can easily destroy it. Orbital mentioned. Kaitol's effect activates. As it's used to summon a dragon, I can destroy 2 of your monsters. Timmy cried. What? Orbital cried in shock. Kite called, it's gonna take more than that. Photon Lord stopped that effect. Ryu, 1-0, Photon Lord shine light stopping Kaitol before Timmy grinned. Since a roll call is used, I draw 2 cards. He drew twice, now for the real part. Odd Eyes attack Galaxy Eyes, Spiral Flame Strike. Odd Eyes charged an attack at Galaxy Eyes. Kite quickly called, Moron, I activate Galaxy Eyes' special ability. Galaxy Eyes charged energy, it banishes both our monsters, and then dash. Clear Wings effect activates. Timmy countered much to Kite's confusion before Timmy revealed, when a level 5 or higher monster activates its effect, Clear Wing stops that effect, and destroys that monster. Dichroic Mirror. Clear Wing shot a lethal light from her wings vaporizing Galaxy Eyes much to Kite's shock, then for the rest of the turn, Clear Wing uses Galaxy Eyes' original attack points for her benefit. Clear Wing, ATK, 2500 plus 3000 is equal to 5500. What? Kite questioned in shock. What? Kite questioned in shock. Go! Clear Wing. Timmy called as Clear Wing flew up high, charging her wings for a large attack, Spin Storm Sky Strike. Clear Wing charged down at Photon Lord to where even if it can't be destroyed, Kite would take over 3000 points of damage. Clear Wing soon landed a direct hit at Photon Lord which didn't destroy it, but it certainly pushed Kite back, crying out. Timmy, 1550. Hand, 2. Field, Dragon Archiver Dingernell, Pendulum, Dragon Archiver Williamston, Pendulum. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, attack position /ATK, 5500, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, attack position. Kite, 0000. Hand, 0. Field, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, attack position, number 14, Greedy Saramia, attack position /ORU, 1. Timmy wins. Ma! Master Kite! Orbital cried, rushing to him. Timmy breathed heavily from this while Kite's coat turned back to black. From the duel's ending, whatever was slowing down the world stopped, allowing Anna to move again where she was about to say something before noticing how exhausted her new boyfriend is. Her eyes widened and she ran between Timmy and Kite. Who are you? What did you just do? Kite slowly sat up, grunting from this as Orbital was beside him. Master K. Kite? Realizing what just happened, Kite growled, clenching his hands tight before screaming, slamming his fist against the ground several times. How did I lost that match? How did this happen? Lost the... Timmy, what is he talking about? Anna asked in confusion. Timmy breathed before explaining. He said he's a number hunter. And he nearly defeated Yuma before where? Me and him just had a duel when the world slowed moving. I managed to win. Anna looked shocked before turning back to Kite. Kite looked furious, closing his eyes before a lone tear trailed down his cheek, which caught Anna and Timmy off guard. After all I gone through. 4 heart. Was this still not enough? Heart? Timmy thought, blinking confused. Who's that? Deciding to say something, he said, Hey, sir? Are you dash? Do I look okay? Kite snapped at him with tears which made Timmy flinch. How did you beat me like that? All the opponents I faced never came close to what you do. Timmy, hearing that, blinked before shrugging. Well, not really sure how I should explain it. I mean, Clear Wing sure is a powerful card against your Galaxy Eyes. You? Kite blared with slight tears. Timmy frowned before saying, you can get stronger by expanding your deck. What do you mean expanding? Kite asked, hearing that. I seen that you only use XYZ summoning, and focus mostly on Galaxy Eyes. Timmy admitted before saying, but maybe you can try using the other summoning methods. fusion, synchro, and even ritual. Pendulum also if you can manage to find some. Kite turned away glaring at the ground. Orbital just turned to him not saying anything. Let's head back to Heartland. I have some stuff to discuss with him, Kite said to him before they headed off. Meanwhile, Timmy explained Anna how the entire duel went. When he finished, she embraced him. I'm so sorry. What you saying sorry for? He asked confused. You shouldn't have had to go through that, she whispered. You've gone through more than anyone should. Well, it was to keep you safe, he admitted. Anna just held him closer. That wraps up this part of What If Dragon Deck User in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Thanks so much for listening. As always, new parts drop every 4 days, so be sure to stay tuned. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and please consider supporting the original author as well. See you in the next one.